We are convinced as the Communist Party that we were recently on the eve of becoming a mafia state. We don't want to hide that. And the working class has a responsibility. You struggled for this democratic South Africa that we have. You have a duty to defend it from all forms of regressive and problematic tendencies that are threatening to steal our revolution from ourselves. We even pointed out as the SACP where we think this Fight Back campaign is coming out from. We are therefore not surprised at all about talks now of political plots, as we had already warned about this. So I inject in the makomansi. Now, this Fight Back campaign, unfortunately, has also been accompanied by some of the most regressive and reactionary tendencies that should not be allowed to find space in our movement, like tribalism, black chauvinism, and racist slurs. One of the most dangerous, and this is where the working class has a responsibility, President, one of the most dangerous things is actually to wage a fight-back campaign against protecting our state in the name of radical economic transformation. We must reject that. We must give content to what we mean by radical economic transformation, not as a shorthand to defend the corporate capture of the state.
And Nzimande says Cosatu, he was talking at the 13th Congress, must work together with its members to tackle land redistribution. He says farm workers will be impacted the most and the Union Federation must be ready to help them.
We must work together to mobilize what we call the motive forces for land and agrarian transformation. Cosatu has got a very important role to play, because amongst those we need to organize are farm workers. And farm workers are the least organized and the most vulnerable. By the way, there's also a phenomenon that is taking place, which you know about, mainly in white-owned commercial farms. We are seeing the mushroomings of informal settlements. In rural areas, something that was not there maybe 15, 20 years ago. The reason it's farm workers who are being retrenched and being replaced by even worse and unorganized workers, normally pitting workers from the SADC region against South African workers. And we must organize all those workers so that employers are not able to use a section of the working class against the other. But also what is important, comrades, to organize around land. We want to say this as the SACP. Restitution is very important. We understand it's even emotional. Those people whose land was taken in particular areas they can claim, but that is too slow. Let's rather argue for land redistribution. Whether it's under claim or not, let's make more land available for our people. Land redistribution. That is the campaign we must drive together with Cosatu in mobilizing the motive forces.